Hi guys, it's Yvonne with the Dating Doctors. Sorry I went live later than we're used to. I actually was out on an appointment and I don't even have my stand. I seem like I'm totally unprepared, but I wanted to go live rather than not. So here we go. So I'm going to talk about today setting expectations for oneself and setting standards. So I wanted to start with an experience I had, and I want to do an abbreviated edition. So just bear with me. It's not going to be a full edition because I did go live late in the day. But I want to talk about setting expectations and sticking to one's guns. Is that something that we don't frequently hear these days? I think with online dating especially, what happens is that we are sometimes letting our, hi Jim, how you doing? Sorry, I went late today. Today was one of those days. I had some appointments downtown, so I'm just holding my camera. I'd rather do that than not. But here I am. So setting expectations and standards and holding one's true to oneself. So recently I had spoken to someone. I met them online, and I was talking for hours and hours. I mean, the connection was so real, is real, because you can't fake that. So had a conversation for about, believe it or not, 5 hours with one person, and then a couple days later for 7 hours we were on the phone. I know, it's insanity. I sound like a teenager, but it's really hard to find people that you click with and that you get along with. So hi Anna, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining. So I'm sorry that I'm holding the camera. It's going to be kind of bumpy. It's just that I went going live in an impromptu environment. Just wanted to make sure I did my show rather than not. So we're talking about setting expectations. And so with this particular individual, I had such good chemistry, talked for hours, and I mean like insanity hours. And then, I'm calling it dis. I'm dis. Okay, disillusioned, disheartened, disappointed, all of the disses that are possibly out there. And the reason why I say that is because, I felt like, what, can't we just concentrate? Like, we just had this great 3 days of talking for hours on end, probably talking for almost as much as it would go to work for like 8 hours. And we talked on the phone for 7 hours and 5 hours. I just want to concentrate on one person. I don't have the time or energy to keep looking especially when I found a connection such as so powerful. I guess I kind of blew it a little bit because I was like, well, are you still looking? Because I see you on the dating site consistently, like it's a job, 24/7, you're online. And why would that be if we had such a great connection, a ridiculous connection? Why can't we just concentrate on like getting to know each other and just trying to be good to each other? So I guess that wasn't the right thing to do. But then again, I'm a dating doctor and I'm still in residency, I guess. I'm still learning how to be and how to do and how to play the game. And I just don't want to play games. Like, this is the thing. If I like you, you like me. Can we just try to explore that? I don't know. So I just feel like this whole online dating thing gives you the ability to, like, put it this way. I like to do analogies, right? So you met somebody like in the olden days, because I'm a million years old. But in the back of the olden days, you met somebody and you met him like, say, at a bar, and you got their phone number, and then day 2 later you called them and you had great conversation, and then you made plans to meet again. And so that was the kind of a process. These days, you make a connection with somebody and there's 30 other people that you're reaching out to, and then that person that you're talking to is reaching out to 30 people. So there's like a room of 60 people all trying to have a conversation, trying to make a bond. And that seems like you're never going to win. Like, it's never going to happen. The odds are not in your favor. We're going to, like the Hunger Games. If online dating was like Hunger Games, most of us would be dead in the woods, right? So yeah, I think that I have a standard. My standard is I'm going to be 1000% true to me. I'm not going to pull any punches. I'm going to be me. I'm going to say what I feel. I'm going to, I wouldn't say demands, but I'm going to command respect. I'm not going to be that girl that's going to be the one who's going to meet you after 5 minutes of talking to you and have a hookup. If that's what you're into, I say more power to you. Do what you got to do. Life's to be lived. So do what you got to do. But that's not me. It's not what I want. I'm not so, and I put that out there on my profile. But I'm thinking that for the most part, 9 out of 10 times, they're not reading the profile. And I just beg that you take the time and you read the profile. Because although, I don't know, Jim, if you want to chime in, maybe not, because this question is going to be kind of sensitive. It's going to be kind of personal. But what if a person has, I'm sorry, this camera is like so annoying because it's all over the place. But what if a person on their profile says that they're not interested in a hookup? I've been told by guys that 9 out of 10 times that's not even true. That the woman just puts that on there and then they do sleep with the guy on the first date. Wow, I mean, that kind of ruins it for people like me who are actually being for real, who actually are saying what they mean and meaning what they say. So, do you discount that? Like, so guys, if you see a girl who's got on her profile, no hookups, no NSA, no one night stands or whatever the heck they want to call it, do you dismiss that and just say, they're just doing that so they don't feel guilty? They're just doing that so that they come off as, a good girl, but they're really not. I don't know, because I actually do. I'm so honest. I'm too honest, which I guess hurts me. But I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change. I'm just going to be me. So, so I met this person online, talking to him, and I just kind of demanded, like, clarity. I demanded respect, and I also said, why can't we just focus on the two of us? Because why do we have to still be trolling on these dating sites? Why don't we meet? Why don't we just go for coffee, see if there's chemistry in real life? And I was kind of put off, but no, that's too fast, moving too fast. I don't know. I guess that's just me. I'm just not a waiter. I'm a person who really wants to meet real people. Sorry for that. And I just wanted to get that out there, that you have to have respect for yourself. You have to have standards, and there's nothing wrong with having clarity. I'm gonna just put this over here real quick in the corner. Sorry guys, just trying to, this works perfect. Oh, look at that, who knew? So yes, be true to you. Enjoy the time that you do have when you meet someone and you have that spark. But I just cannot play the game. It's not a game to me. I'm 49 years old. I have been married, was married for 22 years. I know what I want. I know what it is that will make me happy. And one of the biggest things for me is being real. Hey, John. Thanks for joining. So yes, for me, being real and being genuine and not having to sugarcoat and it's not so much flirting, because we all know I'm not good at flirting because I told you I was married for 22 years. And that is just something that you lose the ability to do. And I don't even think you need it anymore, because nobody cares about like your flirting ability. It just seems to be like really forward and really to the point. So I basically, here's a really good one. I had a guy reach out to me on one of these dating sites. You're a match. Oh yeah. So I wrote to him. Well, he wrote to me, and I wrote back, and it said, "Hi, nice that we matched. Just wanted to clarify that there's no hookups here. I'm looking for a relationship," because I pretty much figured he didn't read my profile. And sure enough, he came back with, "Good to know. We have an understanding." And I was like, "Cool." Then that was it. I didn't hear from him. 2 weeks later, I get another message from him, and he was, like, "Oh, you're so hot." I said, "Thank you. That's very sweet of you. So how have you been? It's been 2 weeks. Haven't heard from you." And he wrote back, "When can we meet?" And I'm like, "Hey, just wanted to exchange phone numbers. That would be great for 2 reasons." And you guys know what my reasons are. Phone number equals clarity. So if the person gives you your phone number, which is what you want, you take that phone number and you put it into usphonebook.com, and you'll get to see that the person's first and last name. So at least you know who you're talking to. That's not a lot to ask, knowing who you're talking to. And then I asked him to exchange phone numbers, and he wrote back, I wrote back, "Let's exchange phone numbers because I need to talk to you before I would meet with you." And he wrote back, "We're not on the same page. Goodbye." Wow. So, obviously you just move on. But it almost feels like it's there's pre-canned responses, and it's like a video game. So it's like, on a controller, A, B, C, or D, and you're going to get a preconceived answer to these questions, and it's become like a video game. It really has, this online dating. So, like I said, I met somebody who had a genuine connection with, spoke on the phone for literally a total of, 13 hours in the course of 3 days. That's a lot of talking. I know, crazy, right? But still looking. It's like you have a connection, but you're still looking. I don't know what you're looking for. How many people have that kind of connection that they could talk for 13 hours in a total of 3 days? Not many. So my standard is that when you meet someone and you click, personally for me, that level of connection, being able to talk and have such in-depth and you have so much in common, and you can stand each other for that long. Kind of, in my mind, I'm going to stop looking, and I'm going to put some energy and concentration into this one individual. And it doesn't seem that the dating world, online dating, is conducive to that. It's a game, and it's how many people you can rack up, and how many and what short of time for some. So I kind of feel like I'm on a feather on the wind, right? Where I'm just floating in my own little bubble of I want a real connection and a real relationship. And it just doesn't seem to be clicking for me that somebody else is looking for that as well. So what do I do? Do I continue to keep doing what I've been doing and expecting different results? Or do I stop what I'm doing and try different methods? So I'm kind of in a quandary right now. Don't know what I should do. Should I give up the online dating completely, or should I keep it around? Just keep it in the background. I go out a lot. I do go out a lot, which is a good thing. I'm much better in person than I am on a profile or a picture. And I agree with Jim. The internet has destroyed dating. Most single people these days seem to be looking for the next best thing. Wow. Yes, you are so on the same page with me with that. It's always about the next best thing. And, if you think about it, and back in the day, let's just break it down again. You walked into a room, you saw somebody you liked, you asked for their phone number. That phone number, you called a few days later. You didn't get 30 phone numbers, okay, that night. If you did, wow. I mean, yeah, you probably were Hugh Hefner or something. Like there was something going on with you that you got 30 phone numbers. So you got it going on. But in the real world, you didn't have that many people interested in interacting with you. So you took the one phone number. John says, I'm trying too hard. Elaborate, because I don't know how. If there's a method out there that's better, I am so open to hearing it. So the putting it this way, so you have 30 people, you got 30 phone numbers, and then you would have to call each one of them and like cultivate like a next time to meet that person. That's not the real world. That's not how it works. It's not how it's supposed to work. But in the online dating world, you can carry on conversations on 6 different apps with 30 other people, and even if you have a connection with one, you're going to kind of self-doubt it. You're going to self-doubt that connection because there's so many other people out there that maybe it'll be better with. Why should I settle when I have this pool to draw from? So yes, I agree with Jim that online dating has ruined anyone taking the time to invest in another person. Thanks, Jamie. Oh, my dating stories. Yeah, so I was just telling a dating story. And I love it. So Rose says, take a break and try something new. Stop setting yourself up for the diss. The diss. I am going to coin that phrase. I hope someone else hasn't, because the diss is what I'm all about right now. The diss is disappointed, disillusioned, disheartened. I am all 3 of those right now. So I've been trying too hard. It's actually a job. It's been like a second job for me. Because I'm so proactive in my business. I have a marketing company and I do marketing for real estate agents. So I'm a businesswoman. I am proactive. I make things happen. I don't wait for things to happen to me. So I guess if you're a woman like me, and you make things happen every day, because if you don't get paid, and you don't eat, and you don't pay your bills. That makes me the kind of person that tries to make things happen. And I know Jamie's saying let it happen organically. And, there's something to be said about that. But, in business, nothing happens organically. It's either you pound the pavement, you make the calls, you send the emails, you do the meetings, you do the work to get what you need. And it doesn't I'm finding, obviously, that it doesn't translate in the dating world. So I just can't make something happen. But you have to be at the places where the people are. And like, Little Mermaid, I want to be where the people are. Want to be, like I'm starting to sing. So I want to be where the people are. And the people are online dating. So, yes. I'm disappointed, I'm disenchanted, I'm disheartened, I'm disillusioned, I'm all the disses. But maybe that's just today. Maybe tomorrow will bring a better day. Maybe tomorrow, I'll meet someone tonight. Who knows? But I personally am going through a journey, so I'm bringing you along on it. And I appreciate you being here on that journey with me and giving me your insight. And I'm sharing my crazy stories between last week's story where I met an actual prisoner in jail. Okay, he was in the prison. Phobo is real. Fear of, what does that mean? Fear of, what's Phobo? I know there's fear of missing out. There's FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. But I don't know what Phobo is. But, was it being alone? Fear of, no, that doesn't make any sense. So, John, tell me what Phobo means. I'm not up on these things. Option, fear of option. Oh, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So, there's plenty of people out there addicted to, like you said, they met somebody, but there must be somebody better. The grass is always greener, I guess. So I guess marriages are breaking up because of that. Relationships are breaking up because of that. And people we just met 4 days ago can't stay in our lives because of that as well. So, hey, Avi, it's been a million years. And, this is the thing. We're talking about being single. We're talking about the work is real, the work isn't real, the work is not necessary, the work is necessary. I'm getting so many conflicting, hey Angel, thanks for joining me. I'm getting so many conflicting information from different people that I'm just deciding that I'm just going to be true to me. So being true to me means I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be open. I'm going to say what's on my mind. And if anybody who's ever, because the truth is, right? The truth is if I met somebody tomorrow and I wasn't those things, and I was the opposite, I was playing the game, I was being what they wanted me, I was being, walking on eggshells and trying to say the right thing, 3 months down the line, or 3 weeks when it comes to me, 3 weeks down the line, they would find out, that's not Yvonne. She says it like it is. She asks the tough questions. She wants to be the girl that you can absolutely say what's on your mind, and no matter what, you can have that conversation. That's who Yvonne is. So I can't play the game. I'm not that desperate. I'm not desperate. I'm not looking to lure you in with some falsehood that I'm this meek person, or this person who can be manipulated, or I can manipulate you. Look how great I am at it. Oh, that's hot. Maybe some guys think that's hot, but I'm not here to manipulate anyone. I'm just here to be super honest. Yeah, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Yeah, I do. And that may be a bad thing, but you know what? There's going to be someone out there who's going to think that is absolutely precious and amazing and awesome and real, and the opposite of all the hardened bitches that are out there. And that's not the person I'm going to be. I'm not. So, let me just point out a few things. You protect yourself. You be true to you. You say the things that need to be said. And don't let somebody tell you that you're wrong, because you're not. You're you. How is that possibly wrong? You could never be wrong being you. So if you are doing something that's maybe outside the norm or not right, air quotes, it's still your truth, right? So be the you that you are. There's going to be someone who's going to appreciate the you that you are, and the truth that you are right now. Maybe 2 months from now, you've learned a lesson and you've become the new you. That is your new truth, and that's the person that you need to be. So concentrate on just not lowering your standards. If you want to, don't play the game. That's going to be it. Don't be in this world of there's obviously something better else out there, because there isn't. You are the best you that you can be right now, and you are going to be a different person 2 months from now, or 5 months from now, or 2 years from now. And just be that person. That's all you can be. So once again, keep yourself protected. Make sure that you're, calling, you're taking telephone numbers from people, you're plugging them into usphonebook.com. You are checking out the background of people. Honestly, I don't understand if you don't care about the person's background, whether they have been in a criminal situation, or if they've been in a domestic violence situation, or if they've been, that's your truth, right? That you don't want to know those things, or you don't care about those things. Be truthful to you. So you can always come to me and ask me, those are the things that I do. I do check you out. I do want to make sure you are who you say you are the age you say you are you're living in this state of Florida, not living in Cameroon or Nigeria. Can't date you that way, can I? So thank you guys for joining me. My crazy stories are always here to help you learn and grow. And it is my pleasure to share with you things that I've been through, and that what I'm still going through. I am on a journey, and you're with me, and I really appreciate it. So once again, thank you, Bonnie. I love you too. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not looking for perfect. I'm just looking for someone who says, hey, I like her the way she is. I wouldn't change a thing about her. So cool, guys. Thanks so much. Don't change a thing about you, and have an awesome, awesome Thursday. And I'll see you next week. I'll try to keep it. Thank you, Ed. Thank you for loving the dating doctor. Stay true, and let's see you again next week. Amen, guys. Bye.